We're going ahead and having our Grand Champion Steer Tribe in the Green and Gold Showdown ring. The champion Angus was exhibited by Taylor Gibson. Champion Charlene with Corey Ridner. Out of the Key Division, Andrew Hodges. Champion Hereford, Jason Diaz. For the main and junior division, Brendan Hawkswell. The champion Shorthorn was exhibited by Taylor Fraze. Champion Scimitar, shown by Julia Fry. Coming out of the crossbred division is Dalton Lynn. And with the champion market heifer, Garrett Ordeman. Once again, we would like to welcome the judge, Willie Weiss. Willie's from McIntyre, Iowa. He judged at Iowa State University and continues to help out with the judging team. Willie graduated this December with a degree in Ag Studies. He and his family raises, sell, and shows cattle. We'd also like to give a shout out to his girlfriend who came to watch and support him today. We're glad to have them both here at the Green and Gold Showdown. We'd also like to take this time to thank some of the sponsors for the show. Some of our gold sponsors include the Showtimes Magazine, Five Rivers, Allflex, Beaupre Landing Cattle, Flying Badger Ranch, Hua Cattle, TC Reds, and Transwest. Big thank you to the silver sponsors, including Buck Brothers Show Cattle, the Dubit family, Double S Farms, Frank Cattle Co., Hua Reserves, M. Lazy Heart Ranch, Magnum Feed Yards, Middlesbrough Hereford Ranch, Parker Cattle Company, Ranchway Feeds, and Sidwell Hand Cattle. We'd also like to thank the bronze sponsors, Dunright Cattle and Dorsey Family, Gable Farms, J&J Cooksey Farms, Miller Feed and Landscape, Rocky Mountain Shorthorn Association, Sand Creek Oilfield and Construction Services, Bassett Hand Cattle, as well as Vickland Show Cattle. Thank you to everybody that helped put on this show and make it a success.
Well, what an impressive set of market cattle to get them back out here. And it's definitely been a lot of fun today. Like I said, I told a story earlier about how I told a friend I was talking to back in Iowa last night that was preparing for our Ames show. I really hoped it was tough, and I wanted to have to work at it. I wanted to have to study them all super hard and be challenged with the decisions I make. That's what makes it fun out here, is just to have good ones and have to break them down to the point, that's almost, it's not fair to the animal you're breaking them down that hard because they're actually, so good. And that's what it ended up being. And we went through division after division today where it's like, well, here's the heat, and this is as good as it gets. And then they just kept coming more with that quality. They just kept coming to bring all the way down to our market heifer division. And when you get them back out here, it's impressive how good some of the ones that showed earlier today came back out and still look at how good the ones that just showed here recently are. And when you get out here and look, hopefully you guys can all see kind of what I was after today. There's not just a perfect mold of one that you need to know for future efforts to bring to me. I like the sound, I like the good looking, but I still won't sacrifice muscle if I don't have to. I just assume they'd be wide and stout and powerful as long as they can still move, still have a balance looking aside, even if they're not, just the best neck ones alive. But once again, if you can get everything one package right, you definitely won't disagree, and we'll take that chance when I can get it. I'd like to just talk to the exhibitors for just a little bit, even the ones that maybe aren't out here at this point in time. Don't ever give up. This is a really good industry to be involved in. There's a lot of opportunities that come from this. I'm a perfect example of that. Same with Marine Help out here today. They are people that have grown up in livestock judging and showing livestock, and just the doors it's opened up for them. It's really amazing. So when you guys don't get discouraged if today wasn't your day, go home, be determined, work on your animal, focus on and learn something, and then just keep coming back year in and year out, and someday you'll have your day. With that being said, I'd like to thank the Green and Gold Committee for having me. It's been an excellent event. It really was probably toughest prospect steer show I've ever been to or ever witnessed. It was just awesome that I was standing out here being the one evaluating them today for as tough as it was. And like I said, the crossbred steer drive, I don't expect you to agree with me 100% in every placing I did. Just hopefully when I was talking, you watched it and listened and could agree on what I was seeing and breaking them down. That's the biggest thing I strive for. When I go to a show, I don't expect to agree with how everything's placed. As long as I can watch the cattle walk out of the ring and agree with the guy evaluating, that's exactly how I saw them. Real close to it, and that day was a success. So with that being said, let's give all our exhibitors a round of applause, and I'll go select the top 5 market animals.